Quick! Go! Quick! Ah! 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 Quick! Quick! Ah!
Whoa, whoa.
Ka! 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 Quick! Ka! Ka!
I'd say the map leads somewhere around here.
What? You! Get out! Now! I'm counting to 10. You want to be a tough
Bastard! Alert! To arms!
Ah, you're mine!
That bastard had the same map on him like the one I bought from Krijan. What the fuck is this supposed to be? That treasure should be buried somewhere around here.
Die!
Whoa!
What do you want, you vagabond?
Greetings, knight. What?
I'm mourning. Can't you see?
Did someone die?
My hope. Not far from here, in Sedlets, is...
Rings a bell. Isn't he the one who brought holy soil from Jerusalem to Sedles?
Precisely. Almost 200 years ago, Valentine accompanied the abbot of Sedlets on a... There, in the field of Akeldama, he took his sword...
Yes. And that...
My entire life, I've wanted to visit Valentine's grave and see his famous sword. I felt so humbled.
I'm truly sorry to hear that.
I don't know, friend. What if you went to the graveyard instead of me?
What?
Just so I could look at it. Then you would put it back.
You want me to go to the graveyard and just steal that sword from a grave?
Don't call it that.
Can't you just go to the graveyard and look for yourself?
I've thought long and hard about it, and there's no other way. But I understand if you don't want to help me.
I don't know.
I understand.
I've been thinking about your offer. About bringing you Valentine's sword from the graveyard in Sedlets.
And how did you decide?
Where can I find Valentine's grave, then?
It's somewhere in the church. But it's not... Try to find Brother Morticius. I heard he's looking for help at the...
And then in turn...
Precise. What is your name, friend?
Henry.
I will wait for you here, Henry. What the... I don't recall telling you to touch my lock. Come on, then. Let's sort this out. All right. I've had enough of this. Show! I saw you poking around. Now, I'll report you to the...
Hang on, I certainly... After all...
Well, that's true. We'll let it... What are you doing, you whistler?
No. I can't leave now.
Quick! Ka!
Whoa! Whoa!
This horse must have cost a pretty groschen.
In endless night, what fills people with such terror?
God be with you, brother. Are you...
Morticius is my name, good friend. Though all that is shall one...
Ah.
Though my eyes are old and dim, and I live apart from the world of men, I serve a cause that's good and...
But slow down. I can't... So, you are the blind...
You speak the truth. And now I ask, will you help me take care of those who sleep below?
You need my help with something?
Christian bones in the church lie scattered. bringing all. If the prior should see the disarray, he'll send me packing this very day. Then what shall I do? Sightless and old, roaming the earth with a beggar's cane?
Wait a moment. So there are bones strewn about.
Aye, 'tis a job that some might find morbid, but fear not, good fellow.
Wait, am I supposed to touch the dead? No decent Christian should do that.
Fear not, it is no desecration. God shall bless this congregation.
What's in it for me?
To help thy neighbour is a virtuous deed, and charity thy soul. Arrange the bones in pyramids. Make them nicely stacked. The third then build from arms and legs, and here thou shalt not... thou shalt...
Steal from other...
A pretty rhyme, I must admit, although you're jesting just a bit.
All right, so if I understand, I'm supposed to put the bones in 3 piles. Pristine skulls in the first one, the cracked ones in the second.
As you say, so must it be. And you shall have a... But don't forget what lies beneath, and descend to the hidden...
I see. So I should gather the bones in the chapel and the crypt under...
And should any bones remain, such as ribs and spines, sweep them up together.
What? I should sweep up... I better go before you think of...
God be with you. Am I awake, or do I dream? Does my spirit roam? Does it wander through this world?
Doing God's work sure ain't easy. Damn, my back hurts so much. Might I find a new one here? What's this? It looks like some really old reliquary. What a rare find. Dust you are, to dust you shall return. And then I'll sweep you into a corner. Isn't it getting crowded in there?
Trapdoor. Seems it leads down into the bowels of the earth.
intact, my dear brother?
I nearly broke every bone in my body.
Ha ha ha! There's no better place to leave your bones, and that's a fact. But they'll serve you much better inside you and intact. The place you're in is black as night. I'll throw you a torch. Let there be light. Look for bones along your way, after all. In the end, you'll have some benefit from your fall.
Damn it! That sword isn't here. Now what? I'll take another look around here. This must be through Valentine. And he has a sword. Maybe I could just forge one like it, since the real one is nowhere to be found. What's this? This corpse must have been lying here for several decades, but it looks like he died yesterday. God, our Heavenly Father, have mercy. This looks like the crypt for the monks. Wonder how long they've been lying here. First pyramid is done. Impressive, even if I say so myself. Array. If I hadn't built it myself, it'd give me a scare. Just one more. 3 beautiful piles. I'm proud of myself. The old monk will be delighted. Where did that blind madman get to? He was sitting here the whole time, and now he's just vanished. I should ask if anyone saw him. I'm looking for the keeper of the local chapel. His name's Morticius. I did some work for him, but he disappeared just as he was about to pay me.
Youngster, you ought to sleep more in...
What do you mean by that?
Morticius was the keeper of the ossuary, all right. Only he died before you...
What?
As sure as there's a God in heaven.
But I spoke to him. He wouldn't stop...
For Christ's sake. Oh, Morticius couldn't even... Are you sure you weren't imagining it?
Very sure. I have to find him.
Go back to the ossuary, then. You'll find... Wait, what did this fellow want from you, and...
I had to tidy up all the bones in the chapel and arrange them...
What? You fooled around in my... May the Lord protect you if you've done any ungodly business in there. What in God's name? You did all this by yourself?
Well, yes.
Well, friend, you're quite the worker. What a mess this place was. I'll keep it like this. People from all over the land will come here just to see...
Well, that's nice and all, but I don't suppose...
You suppose correctly.
I feel quite hungry. Bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy. I'm feeling a bit peckish.
You pooch.
Pancakes, bread rolls. A fine day for some fine weather. Come and take your pick. Come to you.
I'll have a beer.
From me right heart.
What was I just thinking about? Yesterday's talk.
Do you remember me, you cunt?
Yeah.
Do you know where that map led?
If I knew, then I would have found the treasure myself.
There was no treasure. It led me to a... But that's not all. I went through their pockets, and one of them, the exact same map. Can you explain to me how there could be two maps?
How should I know? I just found that map and sold it to you. I don't know anything else.
I've had enough of this shit. If you don't immediately give me back the money for that worthless parchment, I'll teach you how to dance with a knife in your belly.
Wait, wait. I really didn't know there wasn't any treasure there. I swear on my parents' graves.
Shut your mouth and pay up.
Here you go. That's all of it.
What's that you got?
Greetings.
You said you were going to tell me more about the devils.
Has the lost Liechtenstein surfaced yet?
Well, not yet.
Why do you care about the devil's pack then?
Well, maybe I'll run into them somewhere.
Anyway, only a few fellas out of the whole glorious pack survived the shits, as far as I know. Matthew, Bahuta, Raniak, Janosch, and Eder survived. I only know where to find Bahuta. And maybe Matthew.
Tell me about Bahuta first.
Well, Bahuta, he was always in trouble. Angry as a dog and covered in bruises. He and his brother could drink all the beer in the inn. Just the...
It sounds like youth, but you said his brother was dead.
Yes, he died right before Bahuta's eyes. He dropped everything overnight and turned to prayer. As if he was scared.
Where can I find Bahuta?
At the rectory in Grunts. He helps out with the church.
Did you ever see him again after they caught the devil?
Yeah. But there was no reasoning with him.
Do you think it'll be different now?
Look, I don't know. Maybe when he hears the devil's back, he will come to his senses. But
I'll go up.
But be careful. Bahuta was never far from giving someone that was Slavic who kept him from ending up on the gallows because of a fight. Oh, but he's already with the Lord.
Now tell me something about this Matthew fella. Someone with a name like that surely can't be all bad.
The name may be pretty, but he's as ugly as sin. You better not stare at him too much. It is not good for your stomach. He's also a damn willy bastard.
And where do I find him?
I hear there's someone robbing merchants on the roads near Miskovitz. That would be fitting for him. Maybe the bailiff can tell you more. It's practically happening in his yard.
If he's so crooked, why did you take him into your band in the first place?
Nasty characters are more suited to our line of work. It is much harder to convince good people to do bad things.
What about me?
Well, that's true. I hope you're not a spy who will
What about the rest of the band?
Of course. That leaves Janosch, Eder, and Raniak. I don't know where they are, but I can tell you...
Who is this...
Oh, that's easy. He's called Eder because he can't keep his... He's Polish. He does not speak our tongue, so only Janosch can speak to him, really. But otherwise, he's a fucking hilarious.
Do you know where he could be?
I have no idea. But if you find Janosch, Eder will be nearby. The two of them are practically...
How am I supposed to communicate with Adder?
Yes, you do. You must use your hands and feet for the rest. I always manage and...
Tell me more about this
Raniak has a great... Oh, and that bow of his, I tell ya, is a masterpiece. That is how you will know it is him.
How did he get that bow?
How do you think? If anybody would not stop if you were to cut off his hands.
Do you have any idea how I could find him?
Oh, I don't know anything about him. Try asking around at inns where they play dice. It is possible he lost his hose in one of them.
Did you ever see him again after the devil was captured?
Oh, just once. He wanted me to lend him money. He did that. Oh, but I was skinned and looking for a way to get the devil out. Either way, I told him to fuck off.
Aye, lots of people.
Tell me about this Janos.
Janos? He's from Hungary.
And how did he get here?
Not at all. He did something back home, had the gallows waiting for him, so he fled to Moravia. He was having the time of his life until recently. Wine, but if you...
I'm already liking this Janos.
Janos.
Today is a scorcher.
I like girls. I like looking at them.
Oh, then you can... He would get himself killed just to get his...
How can I recognize this?
Like I said, he looks a bit like a human. He's where you talk to him.
Thanks.
They may sound like a...
Earlier, you mentioned a bunch of peasants taking up arms.
Aye, a bunch of...
How are they?
Do not imagine anything too grand. Some time ago, they raided a supply caravan heading to Sigismund's camp. Then the very same supplies turned up with the hungry families in Miskovit. They are doing a good job. But if they keep stepping...
We could use a band like that.
I agree. But Siska was against it. You saw it yourself.
So,
Well, I'm not going to break my...
ah,
From what I know, they mostly hang around Miskovitz. It seems they use...
password.
Fuck, what was it? Ah, I remember. The fox is...
God be with you, neighbor.
Greetings.
How did you learn their secret password?
When Dry Devil's band broke up, I was looking for company. Then this one time at a tavern, there was this scrawny, drunken loudmouth going on about the peasants. Some old woman from Miskovitz slapped that lad so hard, his chin hit the table.
Right, so I'm supposed...
We have plenty of those already. I reckon you ought... I have a feeling she might be the way to get to that. Try telling her the password and see...
All right. I hope I won't get slapped too.
Here it is. You find whistling like that fine.
Go! Quick! Quick! God! Go! Quick! Quick! Whoa! Whoa!
I was wondering if you'd lend me your bullock when it's time to sow winter grains.
I need to plough.
Good day to you.
Rumour has it you have a very skilled apprentice.
Matthias? That's right. The lad has got a God-given talent. Just look at this dagger he made me. Have you ever...
Pretty good work. For a
Village blacksmith? What are you yammering?
Calm down.
I'm telling you, I've been foraging daggers like this with...
Know what, you master of masters? I bet my apprentice...
How would a bet like that work?
You'll give me a few groschen as a deposit, and forge a hunt. And if you forge a better one, you'll get both swords, and...
And of course, you'll be the judge.
Well, of course. But I'll...
And what if my sword isn't better?
Then you lose, and I keep the groschen. What else? Am I supposed to... Do you take the bet or not?
I accept.
You haven't won yet.
I reckon the harvest will be good this year.
I'd like to think so. But who knows what the summer will bring, what with the bloody war and everything. I'll be happy if there's anything to harvest at all.
We have to pray to the Lord to shield us from harm.
Aye. But I also heard that if you nail a bat to your front head, it'll ward off evil just as well.
Are you yanking my pizzle?
No.
Burning it.
I'm going to try and catch one tonight.
All wise tales. You'd be better off going to church and praying.
Of course, you're right. But I'll take all the protection I can get.
This one's gonna need some more work. All finished.
Oh, you booch.
That should do it. I brought you the...
Aye, I saw you were. You shouldn't hunch over the anvil so much. Your back will ache.
Right. Thanks for the advice.
All right, all right. Wait here. I'll go and fetch Matthias. Well then, let's see what you made.
Feast your eyes.
What about you, Matthias?
Here it is, Master.
Let's see here. That's impossible. Such balance. I'm sorry, Matthias, but his sword is better.
What?
Listen, lad. You're wasting your talent here. If you're ever in Kuttenberg, ask for Nicholas Crondell. He's the best armorsmith in the region. He might take you on as his apprentice.
Thanks for the advice. But where's my prize?
Here's your money.
Thank you kindly, Master. And you, give me the sword.
What? Forget it. That blade of yours will fall apart any moment anyway. It may look nice, but if we're fighting with them, I'd slice you.
Take a good look at me, you yokel. You really want to fight me? You might end up losing your head as well as your sword.
All right, calm down, mate.
We don't want any trouble.
I knew I must have misheard you. You said you were giving me your sword, and with pleasure, didn't you?
You can shove it for all I care.
A good day to you, too. And if you ever feel like holding another contest like this...
How are things at home? Calm down a bit?
Aye, the celebration is over and done with.
Show me your... What do you... Show me your... Would you repair... What do you...
I'm sorry.
How's your sister?
Fine. Why'd you ask?
I heard she was sick.
Welcome, sir.
I'd like to...
Can I have a few groschen?
Of course.
Thanks.
And what if...
They do that if you've got the time.
Bless. Oh, you mutt.
How can I help you, sir?
How's it going?
Kona, the blacksmith's wife, came by my place. She's always having trouble with her little ones, and she told me about it a while back, and now she's brought it up again. And she mentioned she was looking for some muscle from out of town. You're an outsider, and you look like you can handle yourself. Perhaps you can drop by. She'll be glad.
That sounds interesting. I'd like my horse bathed, brushed, and its hoof...
As you wish, but it will take some time.
I'll pay. Here are your groschen.
Thank you very much. Now then, where... You two can get going now. I apologize.
What do you have? I'd like to discuss the...
Aye, that... I'm glad you found what you needed, sir.
What do you... I'd like to do something about that price.
Aye, that's... Thank you, and come again, sir.
Whoa! I was taking care of some business with Hannah at the stud farm when I heard you needed...
Well...
I can't say yes until you tell me, and I'll see if there's anything I can do to help.
All right, There's a powerful protective charm I desperately need. A thunderstone. It's a great rarity. But Tomlin Bruthans from Horshan has one. He just won't let me have it. The thing is, he sometimes wages it in fights.
I think I understand now. But what about your husband? Couldn't he take care of it?
He tried, of course. As soon as I heard Tomlin had one, I sent Demir over there right away. But the poor wretch came back black and blue.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you want me to fight Tomlin and win the stone?
Well, yeah. And I know I'm asking a lot, but I prayed fervently to the... And now you've, besides. By the looks of you, you have the strength of a bull, perhaps two. So she surely...
What is a thunder?
Well, they're formed when there's a violent storm. The biggest of these are thunderstones. They fall from the sky with a mighty boom and burrow deep into the earth. And if you're lucky, that's...
All right.
Mary, Mother of Mercy.
Save your thanks for when I bring it to you.
I shall. Don't you worry about that. We've got some groschen. I'm also on good terms with Hannah, so I could put a word in for you. She'll give a generous discount if you want to buy a horse from... And I'll pray and...
All right. You have yourself a deal. I'll go...
God bless you. The Broodhands have a big farm. There's a wayside shrub. That's where you should find... But be careful. And don't underestimate him. The stone has great... Take care. And good night.
Praise be Jesus Christ.
Now and forever.
Excuse me.
That's right, I am. If you're here to right old wrongs, be my guest. God knows I deserve it.
I don't need to right any wrongs. The devil sent me to see if you would rejoin his band.
He is free, and he still hasn't... Anyway, tell him I'm definitely...
Why don't you want to go back?
I want to reform myself, to redeem myself before... There is no way to do that if I...
I'd like to find the rest of the devil's pack.
Just Raniek. It has been a few days since he...
What did he want from you?
He was begging me for some coin. He said he had a game in Pshitoki, and that he would definitely win this, as always.
Raniek still hasn't given up dice, eh?
That fella will never learn, and he won a really nice bow once, and he's had nothing.
Do you know where I could find him now?
Last time he told me he had a game arranged in Pshitoki. Maybe...
Thanks. I'll be on my way. I'll probably...
Hold on. While you're here, we can pray for the devil's... God knows he needs it.
We can. Though I don't know if it'll help anything.
Every soul can be reformed if it's so... Look at me. I used to kill, but I learned that it was the wrong way.
Why all of a sudden?
Come pray with me and I'll... Hey, how did you get involved with the devil anyway?
By accident. It was thanks to Jan Žižka.
So, you know Žižka too. Where from?
It's a long story. But, if you came to the devil's den, I'll tell you all about it over a beer.
Nice try, lad, but I'm staying away from the drink. It's just not worth it. What do you think of the devil anyway?
I trust Žižka to know what he's doing. He knows the devil pretty well.
Žižka is slightly less of a bastard than the devil. I don't know how he can stand him. The ends justify the means, I suppose. When your neck is on the line, you'd better be sure those two bastards are worth it.
Where did you say you wanted to pray?
Right here. At my brother's grave.
Is that Slav?
You know my brother's name?
Aye. Kubienka told me about you both.
Aye. We were in the band together. But the priest was...
Was that important to you?
It was. When Slavik was killed and the band broke, Father Havel put a roof over my head and showed me a complete... Together with my brother, I buried my past here and vowed over his grave that I would never harm another.
This is where you want to pray for the devil?
Here is where I found reconciliation and peace of mind. Where I...
Why did you decide to leave everything behind and start a new life here?
Because of my brother. I was with him in his last moments. He was completely overcome with horror.
But you must have been used to seeing death.
He did not fear death, but what comes next? He knew the kind of life he had led, and everything he was responsible for. Now he's paying for it. It may be foolish, but I believe that if I reform myself before the Lord God...
Don't you want to help the devil?
That's not up to me. He has to help himself.
Too bad. I was hoping I could convince you.
I thought you said you wanted to pray for the devil.
Oh. Aye, all right. Let's pray for him together.
Yes. Aye, but it's Latin, so listen carefully. Pater Noster, qui is in careless, sanctify cater, or no man's tomb. Advente ad rect. Your turn.
You're saying it wrong. Listen. It goes like this. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Adveniat regnum tuum. Fiat voluntas tua. Sicut in cielo et in terra.
All right, I know the rest. Panem most...
Panem nostrum quotidianum da nobis hodie, et dimite nobis debita nostra, sicut et nos dimitimus debitoribus nostris, et ne nos inducas in tentationem, sed libera nos a malo.
Amen. I know it too. That's all I can do for the devil, so you...
Good to see ya.
You silly doggy.
Greetings.
Hey, Tomlin. People around here tell me you have a
People say also.
They also say if I beat you in a fight...
There was a time I'd put it up for grabs in fights with cocky fools. That much is true. I even had a couple of craftsmen, but everyone got a thrashing. It didn't seem right. Well, as for you, you've cut the locals down to size. But if those fists of yours are still itching, you could try. Blood runs hot in those lads. And if you're as stupid as you are brave, there's a shit pit in They're hard as nails there. Beat the shit fucked up if you ask me.
Look, that's all very well, but it's you I'm here to fight. For the Thunderstone.
Fuck's sake. Let's try again. I'm not fighting for the stone.
I want to see the stone.
You what? Don't you believe me?
Well, exactly. Everybody knows you have it, so why not show it to me? Besides, I've never seen a magic Thunderstone, and here I may never have another.
All right. Have it your almost as smooth as glass. And
wait, is this really it?
Of course.
I don't think it is.
Well, I think you know fuck all about it, and you wouldn't recognize a Thunderstone if it's...
Oh no, wait. I read something about that. How was it? A Thunderstone, otherwise known as fulgur conditum, is an earthly mass. This stone lies buried deep under the earth. Before ascending to the surface, a round hole is punched in the stone, but your stone has no hole.
Oh, you're...
Well, I learned enough to spot when someone tries to hoodwink me with a rock they picked up in a...
I didn't mean to deceive.
Stop fucking me around. I need to find the thunder...
I don't have it now. I really did find a Thunderstone. And I had it. I didn't want word to get out because I'd look like a right fool. So I'm sorry for leading you on. I didn't mean any...
And do you have any...
If you ask me, it was that Hansel from Rabosh and his little mate Peter. They were ever so curious about it right before it...
And you didn't do anything?
Of course I fucking did. I went to wring their necks, but they must have seen me and bolted, which only confirmed my suspicion. And I don't have time to chase them around the countryside. I have the fun...
All right.
Well, when you get to Rabosh, take the main road away from the fortress until you reach the first farm on the right. There are hired hands there. If you find the stone, please bring it back to me. I was the one who found it, so it was destined for me to mess with fate.
Tell me.
But
if you can't...
I'm not hiding anything. I'm just not one to brag, that's all. And until it...
I can appreciate that. But sharing a story...
All right, then. I found it a couple of years back in a field outside Billany. I was going to take a shortcut through the woods, but there'd been a hell of... It tore off roofs, carried away some shepherds' huts, and it very nearly flushed us out of here, too. Well, the forest was a complete mess, so I couldn't go that way. And all of a sudden, I stumble over something. And what do I see?
Hey, what are you doing here?
Did the humans attack Miscavige?
Thank God, no.
And how'd you get along with them?
As best we can. And we can count our blessings that our village belongs to the Sedlitz Monastery. Sigismund thinks quite highly of the abbot, and explicitly prohibited his people from pillaging the
What do you know about the...
Why do you ask? Did something...
Does that tavern have a good reputation?
Its name speaks for itself. Oh, I even heard the good-for-nothing Hinnik of Kunstadt goes there.
Really?
Take it from me. If I were you, I'd...
If you have any...
Thanks so much for the offer, but first I have to convince the abbot to offer...
Do you have problems with Rob?
Unfortunately, you're right. But that nobody would even dare fart around Kuttenberg without the nobility's permission. And today... it's no use.
I hear a certain Matthew has been rampaging round here.
Do you mean Matthew?
Collector? Is that...
That's what he calls himself. He says he's collecting for the... but he's just a common band. If I didn't have to deal with this Janusz Uher bullshit, I'd have dealt with that scumbag. But as they say, misfortunes never come light.
Where does Matthew the Collector rob people most...
He has already robbed several traders on the roads between our village and the Suchdol fortress. You'd better avoid... Although, there is a bounty on Matthew if you did.
I'll think about...
If you catch him, you won't...
Where did...
Were you not listening to me?
I've seen Janusz. What's he...
He was trying to rob the blacksmith's house, but Loisa, his help, he lunged at him. But Janusz pulled out his axe, and the lad ended in a bad... If we have to bury Loisa...
This bloody war's all we need. Our fields are ravaged...
How about I treat this Loisa boy?
What do you care about him?
Oh, God, no.
All right. If you heal Loisa and pay, but don't...
Not only is it possible, it's happening. No, I mean...
I'll go to...
As you wish, but...
Hey, about...
Were you...
Wait. Do you think...
God, no, that's not what I meant at all.
Fucking stop...
Hey, look, let's just drop it before one of us says something he'll regret. I quite...
Poor fella. That wound looked quite scary. But it's not so bad, really. It's deep. Maybe some potion will help him. If it was just a gash, he'd still breathe normally. That's all I can find out now. Janusz broke his ribs with that strike. First I have to treat the wound, and then I have to get something to help. Buck's blood potion. I'm gonna bandage you now. I'll give you Buck's blood. Here. Hail Mary, full of grace, please grant Loisa us. This I ask as your faithful servant. Intercede for him, Lord God. May Loisa recover soon. Well, it might take a while, but he should be back on his... I've already treated Loisa.
Really? Well, it's true he's looking...
So everything worked out well?
Well, but pay up first. Loisa needs something.
I'll pay. There you go.
Here's the key.
Hey, what do you gape at?
Dry down.
Tell him, Janos...
Oh. All right, then.
Doriti, I just pulling pistol.
Do you know where Ada is?
That bastard. He come here to me, but when I expect he biting some wench's arse.
The bailiff told me you almost killed...
Fuck knows what shit he...
So how do you see it, then?
I was hungry. I want bite to eat.
So you stole something?
You accuse Janos of thieving? Look at it. I just look around for something. What happens? This cock-up.
Who came back?
What I know? Some cunt. That's some crazy shit. No? What can I do, eh? I wag him a little bit. And now Bailey wait.
Don't worry.
You some wizard?
Well, not exactly.
How the fuck?
I healed that wounded villager. So the
Yeah. Come let Janos kiss, but get me out first. I am... Fantastic! I am stiff like plank of wood. Thank you, fella.
You can thank the devil and Zizka. They sent me for you.
Devil? How he get free, hey?
Me, Kubienka, and Zizka freed him.
Zizka? That mad bastard here? Now that is something to look forward to. And what about Eder? You find him too?
Not yet.
That Polish fucker? He come see me, but then I get caught and he fuck off in nearest village, no doubt. Chasing wenches.
I'll try asking around.
We meet in Devil's Den.
Hold on.
You want it back? Where I get coin? In fucking stocks? What do you say?
What are you blabbering about?
Proper one. Full of goodness. Maybe...
Please tell me you're talking about food.
Yeah, I talk about sausage. Ah, I see. You think he's not for just anybody.
Thanks.
You don't know what you... I go now.
We'll meet at...
I hope.
Easy, good horse.
Quick! Go! Quick! God! God!
Silly doggy.
You're seeing this.
Well, I'll be... butter.
So it is you. What a coincidence. Can you...
I'm glad to see you.
And how else should I be?
Let's not get into it. I'm just glad you're all right. Somebody up there must like you a lot.
And you as well. It looks like you've also done well since we left. And since you're already here...
Do I look like I need a bath?
No, that's not what I meant. Don't worry, you won't regret it. Our prices are...
You sound like a real hawker. You nearly convinced me.
So you'll stick around for a while.
So how are you doing?
We're starting small. I've only got 2 girls here, but we're doing...
Oh, maybe over time you'll be able to expand the baths.
Don't worry, all in good time. We've already got it figured out. First, for now, the innkeeper's letting us use a room. But I'd like to keep an eye on the cool...
And what do you have in mind, then?
We'll see. We could use the sawbones, or... And if the Lord provides, maybe even a hired hand to cut wood, fetch water, and take care of the guests.
Didn't you say you were headed to...
I did.
City life didn't live up to your expectations?
Well, let's just say my cousin didn't greet me as enthusiastic. Her husband, on the other hand, was happy as a pig.
And your cousin was jealous?
As a shrew. I quickly came to the conclusion that...
And how did you end up...
When I was in the city, I heard the baths were cramped, expensive. So I thought, why not do it? I don't know if Wolfram took liking to me, or my idea, so I got the first tent and tub, and it gradually grew into this. You really... It happens. Just which way you're going.
I'll be with you, neighbour.
Same to you.
God bless.
God be with you.
Gepriesen sei der...
I'm looking for a wandering man-at-arms. He's Polish, so he doesn't speak our language. He's called...
Adder.
Aye.
Don't even remind me of him, fat...
Did something happen?
To me? Nein, quite the contrary. And I have Kopfschmerzen. It's all his mate's fault. As soon as the Poles saw him, they greeted each other and then things went to shit. They did...
Do you know where Adder is now?
You should ask the butcher's wife.
Why should I ask the butcher?
Well, why?
Do I have to make you say it? How did...
It's just some village...
Look, I've heard a lot about Adder. If he was sticking it where he shouldn't have, I'd rather know before some cuckold comes at me with a pitchfork.
Knowing our butcher, you're not far from the truth, glaub mir. Letzte Nacht, Adder suddenly disappeared. Just...
She left alone at night?
Leider ja. Her men passed out on the table right there.
So Adder took...
Natürlich.
So where is the local butcher's?
If you go to the village from here, the butcher's Grundstück...
I'll go to...
You should be careful. The butcher does not like seeing...
Where can I find...
Try asking the man who...
Was he broke?
He lost a small fortune here yesterday. It looked... But a bunch of Kerler from Bilani, who also came to play, lent him...
And you know...
In Belen.
Thanks a lot.
Tut mir leid. I can't really think clearly after last night. If I were you, I would ask the Bilani innkeeper. With luck, you will... Yeah, Spieler from all around meet at his inn. So you might just...
Why would...
I do not think so. Maybe they played a lot themselves. But you could...
I'll be on...
Nichts zu danken. Möge Gott mit dir sein.
Rye bread doesn't spoil. Come and buy some. A fine day.
Good to see you.
Good morning.
I'm looking for someone, and the innkeeper said...
Is that so?
A wandering man at arms.
And the innkeeper sent you to me. How nice of him. And now he's going to tell everyone who just walks by. Who are you anyway? Some friend of his?
On the contrary, he's a dangerous cutthroat. I have to catch him.
Christ, is that really? He's going to murder my old man. He and the other men dragged Ada out of the village, saying they'll kick his ass. But now I'm more worried about that.
I heard you had some...
I beg your pardon? Did the innkeeper...
So it's not...
Of course it's not. I mean, not that the Pole wasn't interested. He was looking at me, but I avoided him. If my husband noticed, but he got so drunk he fell asleep on the table, and I couldn't wake him up. So I got up. Ada must be damn quick, because he beat me home and waited for me.
What did he want?
No, and I don't know what he wanted either. He was drunk, and since he doesn't speak our tongue, I couldn't understand him.
And what happened?
He's a big man, so I couldn't move him. That's when my husband returned. He thinks I had something with Ada. Me! Me! If he'd taken...
And where...
Outside the village, in the direction of... They said that's where they'd take him.
You said... How many of...
How should I know?
And did they have...
They're no soldiers. Please, tell my old man put them up to it. It's not their...
Don't... I'm sorry.
He doesn't...
Well, at least... Here you go. A potion.
Thank you.
I better...
Hurry up. Take care.
But
Mój Boże, wysłuchaj mnie. Całe życie mordowałem i ruchałem. Więcej razy paliłem kościoły niż byłem u spowiedzi. Wybacz swemu słudze. Wybacz. Wybacz i pozwól mi jeszcze tylko raz wykastrować tych bezbożnych skurwysynów!
Shut up! No one can listen to your damn gibberish!
Twoja baba i tak do końca życia będzie pamiętać o mojej polskiej kiełbasie!
I'll shut that gob of yours!
Ciebie i twoją matkę piekło pochłonie. Niech was piekło pochłonie!
Wait! Stop!
A co to za kutas?
What do you want? And who the hell are you?
Leave him alone and untie him.
Why would I do that? Do you know what that bastard did?
If you're talking about the rumors in the village, nothing happened.
You don't know what you're talking about. That whoreson defiled my wife, my Eva, eh? He should be glad we're only gonna hang him. If I had my way, we'd castrate him as well.
That scoundrel belongs to the Lord of Sukhdol.
What does he want with him?
He defiled the Lord's cook, 2 maids, the captain's wife, and stole a statue of the Madonna from the chapel, over which he then did all kinds of lewd acts. They're building a gallows for him at
But what about me?
You want to argue with Peter of Pisek's armed men? They're already on their way.
As you wish, he's all yours. But the cow...
Oh, fuck.
Chwała Polsce, kurwy! Jebać was!
He's twitching too much. I'll have to cut the other end, on the tree.
Kurwa! Zaraz kogoś zajebie. O kurwa. O kurwa, było blisko. O kurwa mać. Kimkolwiek jesteś, ale teraz...
I reckon you want to know who I...
Fenie, a dlaczego ty mówisz do mnie?
Yes, that's me. I was sent by Dry Devil. He's waiting...
O, żeż kurwa, to jeszcze go nie powiesili? Kurwa, patrz, głupim to szczęście sprzyja. Te kiepy niemyte ciągle się z nas śmieją. Hej, młody...
Brony...
Broń!
A weapon? You want me to...
Tak,
Well, you don't need a weapon right now. What for?
No jak to kurwa czemu?
You want revenge, right?
No gdzie tam ja? Spójrz na te gębusie. Czyż widziałeś kiedykolwiek człowieka bardziej miłującego pokój?
If you're playing innocent, you're not doing a great job. Maybe I can find you. Tough luck. I don't...
No kurwa ma... Jakby tu był Janosz, to bym... A co z Janoszem? Przecież zostawił...
You mean Janos Uher? I saved...
O! Złacz, chodź ze mną. Musimy to opić.
As you say, in the Devil's Den. Go ahead.
Dobra, to tam się spotkamy. Kurwa, już się nie mogę doczekać jakiegoś ruchanka.
Anything in his mind coming back. Better not. I know.
Hey, unless you... Fuck you, horse. Useless. Something. No chance. Show your stuff. Bad luck.
Greetings.
Work out sometime.
Come on, lad, take...
Did you see a lad named Ranyak around here?
Aye. I suppose he...
Do you know where Ranyak is?
No. But try asking the dice players. He played with them all night long.
Are the dice...
That's them. At that table, over there. The devil knows where they get their money.
How did Ranyak...
Terribly. He had the worst of luck. I almost felt he owed a lot of coin at the end of the night. I'm not all that surprised they were Farewell.
The innkeeper...
You know Ranya? Then you must have a drink with us. A friend of...
Thanks, but I'd rather know what happened.
Impatient. We can take you to him right now if...
Where are we going?
To see Ranyek, of course. You want...
Look, don't be angry, but if I'm coming with you...
You don't trust us much, do you?
Of course not.
I get it. I just didn't want to tell you right away. Ranyek's dead.
What?
Well, he's passed on. We wanted to show you where...
What happened to him?
No, not at all. God for the way he went. Oh...
Bullshit. Ranyak only came here a few days ago, yet you talk about him...
You make friends quickly playing dice, and we liked Ranyak...
Because you milked him dry, eh? Ranyak lost more than he had, so you beat it out of him.
That's not what happened. I mean, he did lose a lot, but we never laid a hand on him. It was all his own doing.
So what happened to him?
He... in shit.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, really. When it was clear he had no way to settle his debt, he started looking for a way to run. So we kept an eye on him. He tried saying he was hungry, thirsty. Finally, he said he needed to dump a load. We didn't want to watch. We waited outside the privy so he couldn't, but the bastard tried to flee the other way. He climbed through the hole, under the board. We went around the back, thinking he'd pop out.
Didn't you try to help him?
No. There were bubbles coming out in one. He owed us a lot, but we're not wading through shit for...
Where exactly did he drown?
I really don't. The shit pit is back there, behind the inn. Go around the outhouse, and you'll find...
It's filthy again.
Oh, aye. We didn't have such dice when I was young. We take them out of play.
What the fuck is swimming in here? Ugh, this is disgusting. Ugh, this is disgusting. Oh, God. It's hairy. And still warm. Oh, God. What have I done to deserve this? Oh, Kurva! It's a man. And he has a bow. That's Raniek. How the fuck did he get here? What the fuck is swimming in here? Yeah. Yuck. Yeah.
Not so. Did you find?
Aye.
And the bow?
Well, I have it, but I won't give it to you. With what I had to go through to find it.
Did you go mad from wading through shit?
Come and get it.
Fellas, hold your nose.
Now you're gonna get it.
Don't hurt him!
You robbed that dead man!
You can't rob the dead. I need help, folks.
Stealing from the dead like that?
You better pay me
Shame on
compensation, you
silly
blackguard. Or no.
No! Guards! Guards!
Hey?
A thief! Catch him!
It was you.
What?
Calm down. I surrender.
There's no...
Arrest him! My God!
How dare...
Oh, I apologize, my lord.
That bastard.
Such an awful thing.
It has to be... Me standing over the body. What a fucking...
Yeah. Yuck. Yeah. Rest in peace.
God! God!
Could all of this be Matthew's doing? They did say this was his territory after all.
Go!
Whoa! Praise be Jesus Christ, young man. I'm sorry to bother you. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Matthew, the...
Ah!
Is that so?
The Dry Devil sent me.
That old bastard is still...
He's free again. Thanks to us. He's getting his old band together.
That's so very sweet of him. So he whistles and I should...
So...
For the record, I have nothing against the devil. But I don't want to stick my neck out for fuck all anymore. I'm doing well for myself as my own master.
And you're content with robbing poor souls by the road?
Ah, you are... And it's still better than being with...
The devil and Zhizka have a higher purpose. We fight for our rightful king.
How? Like capturing nobles, and we gutted their people, and they gutted us. But only the devil got the money and the glory. What the fuck is noble about...
You don't understand. How could you? The devil isn't...
That's rich coming from you. Anyway, you can tell the devil that I thank him for his offer, but after...
Well...
Since you're already here...
What are you talking about?
What do you think? To the king!
Aye, and I'm Emperor Charles.
So where's the payment?
What customs collector?
Peace all difference. Those who have, give. Those who don't, take.
Did you know there's a pretty hefty bounty on your head?
Well, of course.
In fact, it's almost too tempting.
You don't know who you're dealing...
I could say the same thing.
Fuck.
Happily.
I'm not heartless either. If you want to learn something, for the right price...
All right.
We camp in the woods by the hill near Vysoka. It will probably take you a while. Now get out of here. And give my regards to the devil. Or maybe not.
Ka! Ka! Quick! Ka! 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 Go! Ja! Ja!
Whoa!
Ja! Go! 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 Quick!
Slowly. Nice and slow. Whoa! Whoa!
Avoid danger. Hear what I say about the great people of all, the one called Weka.
Greetings. I need to find a Thunderstone.
Oh, yeah?
Some wayfarer.
Really?
In Horsham.
There's no inn there, but the Bruthans have a farm out there.
Well, I suppose you Tomlin over Horsham way, so you better...
Fuck!
Watch your tongue. I'm no one, and you, go on.
We fucked up. And all because of that stupid stone.
So Tomlin was right. It was you.
I haven't the faintest. It was all Hensel's idea, and he had it on him the whole time. And before you ask, no, Andrew is holding him
For fuck's sake, I'm missing something here, and it's not just the stone. So tell...
We wanted to... But that's easier said than done. So Hensel got the idea that we could borrow Tomlin Bruthans to help us fight them, like. But Tomlin wasn't having it, so we filched it without him knowing. And then set off, but everything went to shit. They caught Hensel and almost killed me. So, you come a bit late for that. Not that it brought us any luck anyway. If I were you...
Who is this?
A mercenary commander from King. He's been ordered to guard the roads with his men. Or so he says. But apart from that, they also carry out raids, rob the people, mug merch, and they make the pet. And of course, after our fuck-up, they've turned the screws and are demanding even more. Another reason for everyone round here.
What about...
Well, the Lord has decreed... He says it's better to put up with these fuckers than to... Because that might raise King Sigismund's hackles, and he'd only... That's what I heard, anyway.
Work...
Are you fucking...
No. You don't just loot... You may have had... With stuff like that, you're playing with... You stole it from Tomlin, so the power of the stone turned... I didn't steal it from anybody.
Well, if you put it...
You see? Now tell...
You'll come across some ponds between Rabor, near one of them. From that...
And that's where they're holding Hensel?
Yeah, there. But if I were you, I'd stay off the path. You'll get to some rocks overlooking the mill. You'll have a bird's eye view of everything from there, but make sure they don't spot you. There's a good chance they've upped their guard after our attack.
Sound advice.
Look, what's your...
Well, I'm thinking if I can find Andrew, I'll find Hensel. And then I'll finally get to the bottom of this shit with the Thunderstone.
Just be careful, because Andrew's a... Look, since you're going there anyway, I know I'm not in a position to ask, do you think you could rest...
Why doesn't the local lord do it?
Because he doesn't give a shit, for Christ's sake. He cares nothing for the... Hensel's just a stable boy who toils with his hands.
And how?
I don't know, just... Andrew's a greedy bastard. Or you could sneak in quietly and slip back.
How about...
I thought best not to suggest that. You know how we ended up. But it's just... they're pretty tough.
Oh, Manny, if I find a way, I'll...
Thank you so much.
Woman. They look like angels on the outside, soft, gentle, and well-formed.
I want to...
You said? It's your... What do you want to...
I'd like... Fine.